Welcome back. If you see something, say something. We hear that often from law enforcement, but the family of a murdered woman says it didn't work for them. Lisa Williams was allegedly murdered by an employee of the Alpine School District. Charges have been filed against Chelsea Cook, but Williams' family is demanding change. For every crime, there's a story, and the truth matters. Here's ABC4 senior crime and punishment correspondent Marcos Ortiz with tonight's Justice Files.
They have no plans to sue. All Lisa Williams' family wants is to change school policy and an apology.
Lisa brought magic into this world. She made the world a more beautiful place.
But that special magic disappeared one night in November of last year. Lisa Williams was murdered in front of the children of her boyfriend. Her sister remembers getting a knock on the door.
When they told me it was Chelsea Cook that had shot her, I knew that woman was horrible and mean to my sister, but I never thought that was a possibility.
Chelsea Cook was the boyfriend's ex-wife. She was eventually charged with Williams' murder. She was a health teacher at Skyridge High School in the Alpine School District. Williams says she warned the principal that Cook was using social media to harass and stalk her sister.
Completely dismissive, pretty much just said, when it comes through the right chain of communication, then we'll address it.
But there were more red flags. 2 months before the murder, Cook was charged with domestic violence in the presence of her children. Under state policy, Cook needed to report it to the school. If not, police are supposed to forward fingerprints and the charges to the state's Bureau of Criminal Investigation. That is supposed to alert the State Board of Education about an employee.
It works really well most of the time. But in some situations, like this one, it fell through the cracks because it wasn't reported in the right way.
Here's the problem. It was a misdemeanor, so Cook was never fingerprinted, and the charges filed in the Justice Court never reached the Alpine School District until after the murder. The Alpine School District emailed their response saying the policy is to promote the safety and well-being of students, staff, and school visitors, and are not meant to put the district in the role of policing employees off-school, non-work-related conduct. A state senator who is also an educator says laws tell the school what to do in these kinds of issues.
I think they could possibly informally be more careful and keep their eyes open, but to take action, I think, would violate that teacher's rights.
Which is hard to understand for the Williams family. They want change.
When legitimate concerns are raised, they need to be listened to, even if they're not from the person that you want to hear from.
Representative Steve Handy can't believe that schools are being hamstrung. He says if there's a credible allegation, a state law shouldn't be blocking a school from taking action. He plans to investigate this further to possibly change state law. For the Justice Files, Marcos Ortiz, ABC4 News.